Hey, what's happening everybody? Sean Kitzman from Sustainable Massage Practices. In today's video, we're going to cover two things. First of all, I'd like to thank all of you for all of the great feedback I got from the video yesterday. I know my ranty videos are pretty popular. And the funny thing is that I'm not, I am kind of ranty, but I'm not really ranty unless you get me on a hot button topic. But I appreciate all the feedback. I got a couple private Facebook messages. I got a couple comments on the Facebook post. I got a call from a friend of mine, John McMahon, who is absolutely killing it in his practice. And he's actually started to create videos, and his videos are really good. They're really compelling. And the reason that they're really good and really compelling is because John is being authentic in his videos. So, if you're on the fence of whether or not you should start to create content, you should get out there and create some content. Video is something that I'm comfortable with, but also, let's talk about that for just a second. Whenever you start creating content, you never know how it's going to turn out. And I'm going to tell you how I know this for myself. Right? I think it's really important to give everybody my backstory before, so that everybody can kind of see that this just didn't happen for me overnight, right? I just didn't decide I'm going to start making freaking videos, last Monday, and bang, I'm going. I started making videos back in 2010, I think, and I had a martial arts school, and I was actually making videos for that. And I was making conditioning videos and, things to try and promote my martial arts school. I never in a million years would have thought that I would have turned around and now I'm creating videos for massage therapists or people who are looking to build a cash-based practice and fill it with clients or people who value their work and you love to work with. Let me make it painfully clear here. That is my overall goal. My overall goal is for people who have a cash-based practice or want to start a cash-based practice and they want to attract clients or patients who value their work and that you love to work with. That's my overall goal, and I think I need to state that more. So, second thing that we're going to look at is we're going to look back again at the business model canvas that we looked at last time, and I'm going to give you 3 actionable steps of things that you can do to get out and generate a little bit of revenue and then also generate clients. So I'm going to put up the business model canvas, and I'm going to look at the box called revenue stream, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about it a little bit. In your lower right-hand corner, you will notice revenue streams. We want to take our value proposition and get to specific customer segments and allow us to create another revenue stream with our service and our value proposition. So what we're going to need here for this project and these 3 different types of possibilities is we're going to need a massage chair. It's not necessary. You're going to need a massage table that you can take out and get out into the community, because that's how you're going to get into your customer segment. And then I encourage you to go buy, they're really cheap now, go buy a pop-up canopy. You can pick them up for like $100. And then you're going to want some sort of signage that says massage and then some, like $1 a minute. And then you're going to need like a couple folding chairs that you can go to Costco or, hell, go to your local Goodwill or whatever to try and pick them up. And then maybe a little table so you can actually set up cards and brochures if you use them. So getting out into the public and making a little bit of money, not a ton of money, but a little bit of money, getting paid to do promotion is a super important thing. And that also helps you a ton actually be able to deliver your value proposition, right? It helps you to be able to assess your client, what a good client is. It helps you to be able to assess things that are going on with clients. And it also helps you to be able to communicate, because you're forced to communicate with a lot of people. So I know it's fall of 2016, but there's still places that you can go to and set up and get into your community. So the first place that I would look at, and I did this from 2000, I think 2002, to 2008, so like 6 seasons. I went out to my local farmer's market and I set up my chair. And I set up a table and I did $1 a minute. And I did that for, from the end of May to about the middle to the end of September, depending on weather, and it was a little cold. Much past that, and I just didn't see a lot of benefit from it. So go out to your local farmer's market, and for somewhere between $10 and $20, you can set up for 5 hours or however long your farmer's market goes. And if you're doing $1 a minute and you see 3 clients for 5 minutes a piece, you've pretty much covered your costs. Obviously your goal here is to get out into the community so the community can find you and see you. But your goal is to figure out how you can drag clients out of those events. So that's the first one. The next one is we're starting to get into the winter season, and there's all types of community events that are put on by people who are doing like expos. Get into a business expo, and again, set up your table, set up something where you have promotional material where people can grab stuff, pay for that thing, but also expect to get paid. Do $1 a minute. We used to do this, my ex-business partner and I used to do this at some of the mom-to-mom sales that was put on by a couple of the local churches. And so what we would do is we would set up for 5 hours or however long the expo was for, and then we'd kick back because it was actually part of the proceeds of vendor space was to go to helping families who didn't have money for presents and all the rest of that stuff for their families. So we would kick back a percentage of whatever we made that day to the charity, so we could give a little bit more, and then that was cool. So we set up at local expos. The third thing is to really get into your customer segment, really know who your market niche is, and figure out a way to get into places where those people are at. So if you're rocking the relaxation massage and the hot stones work, then get into a salon that does not have a massage therapist there and has nobody doing those types of services. Remember, our number one objective is finding places where people are at who have a high probability of valuing your work and you really are passionate about working with, and also a place where you can build a community and there's support there from other people. So if you're out at the farmer's market or you're out at an expo, talk to the people in the booth next to you. If you're at the salon, get to know the nail tech, get to know the salon owner, get to know the hairdressers, get to know the person at the front desk. As I've said before, if you can also selectively give work away for free to these people because they're people of influence. You want to talk about somebody who's a possible person of influence? The person at the front desk. That person is so overlooked, but they're a huge person of influence. They answer the phone, they greet new people coming in, they take people to whoever the person is that they're seeing within the salon. So you can then start to funnel your customer segment back towards you with these activities. These are also relationships that you should not expect anything out of the first time you do it. You have to do these things repeatedly. It took me 3 or 4 years at the farmer's market to actually get a really strong foothold. At the beginning, I would probably average, out of 300 minutes, I'd probably average somewhere between, 100 to 120 minutes. My last season at the farmer's market, I was close to 220 minutes where I was working. That's what, almost the whole time I was working. So, but it took me a while to do that. So don't expect things to happen overnight. You got to play these things out for the long haul. But that big picture long haul is actually how you're going to grow your practice to being sustainable, and you can also make some money in the short term. But fill while you're filling your practice with clients, you're actually making money as well. So get out there, get a piece of paper, write down some ideas, take some action steps, get out there and find the people who value work and that you're passionate about working with. So I want to thank you for watching my videos and commenting. I really appreciate it. If you could do me a favor, if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then also, if you found this content to be valuable, please pass this on to somebody else that you think that could help, because who knows, this might be the difference between them actually making it in the industry or taking and failing. All right, we'll see you soon. And remember, practice makes improvement.